So yeah, what I thought maybe I'd elaborate on one of my last videos that came out. We were out in the Grampians, Clermont. One of our good mates here, he's leaving with his wife to actually go live in Portugal, and it was his last ride. So we went out to the Grampians, and it had been super wet. It was the wettest I've ever seen the Grampians. The whole day we were navigating those bog holes. Oh, nice. And this is the jump track I'm talking about. Woo! And yeah, we just pushed our luck, I guess. We were sort of egging each other on every now and then. You go first, you go first. And I went in that one. And before I went into it, I told myself, keep your hand on the kill switch. If it gets too deep, just pull it. Pull the pin. But when it got too deep, it was probably about 1 or 2 meters from the end. And I thought to myself, let me just give it a crack of the throttle. Maybe I'll get some traction, it'll just lift me out and I won't be stuck there in the water. And the opposite happened. The opposite happened. I sucked up water. Anyway, it was quite apparent after taking the water out the cylinder head, or sorry, the cylinder, and starting her up. She ran fine, but the oil was toast. Absolute toast. It was a milkshake. Now, I could have ridden it out. We weren't that far from camp, probably about 30 or 40 kilometers. But if I want to have this bike last long and prove to you that it is as reliable as the WR250R I once had, I need to get some fresh oil. So the boys were nice enough to ride up to Horsham and go get me some oil, and we did about 3 oil changes on the way. And then when we got back into Little Desert the next day, put a new oil filter in and some new oil again. So basically a total of 4 oil changes, I believe. And then I ran it in Little Desert the next day and it was fine. I'm riding here right now and it feels exactly the same. But the moral of that story is definitely whenever you sink your bike, don't be trying to hit the starter and think that maybe there's no water in your cylinder. It's not worth the risk. Take that spark plug out and crank the engine over. Just double check every time. Frick. It's getting slippery here. Just work the back brake. Anyway, I will now shut up and do some riding.